Morning and welcome to SunRise. My name is Gary Scarano from the Returning Youth Initiative. That's returningyouth.com, founded by Dr. Surajit Khanna, where we are returning post-incarcerated and at-risk youth back into society with useful jobs, opportunities for ownership in companies, getting them back on the right track by providing them medical, emotional, training, all the things necessary to get them back into society. Please join us at returningyouth.com. This is SunRise, part of the Returning Youth Initiative, and we are on every Monday and Wednesday where we highlight a number of different things, either an organization that's helping post-incarcerated or at-risk young adults, or a person that has come out of the system and has been successful. And these stories will help to show people the importance of how to deal with the problem of recidivism in the United States. As you know, recidivism is very high. It hasn't changed effectively since the 1970s, and it's well over 60% that people are rearrested within 3 years. So it's a very high rate. So it's a revolving door we're trying to change. And that's what the Returning Youth initiative is doing. And today I want to talk about Raymond Haug. So when he was just 5 years old, his father died from a drug OD. So he was involved with drugs, at least knowing about it at a very young age. So as a teen, he was in and out of juvenile detention. And at 15, he started sleeping outside. He became addicted to heroin, and it increased so bad he had to turn to crime to support his addiction. He got sort of arrested a number of times for robbery, and when he was 18, began a cycle of incarceration, release, re-release, the revolving door of recidivism. Years later, he was in the same solitary confinement he was before, and he thought, you know what, if I want to get this together, my life together, I have to do it in prison. And that's a key point. That's a key point, because it's very important for people when they're incarcerated to begin the process in prison rather than waiting to after prison, because there's too much temptations and problems to be just dumped off. And that's what I want to talk about, him being dumped off. He was in a drug treatment center in prison, and Haug learned about the post-prison education program. There's a nonprofit and helping with formerly incarcerated people get education. So, you know, in 2018, the Department of Justice found that people who are educated while incarcerated have a 48% less likelihood chance of getting back into prison. That's huge. So we should be spending more time educating people that are in prison with opportunities, business opportunities. He got his financial aid in order, and when he was released, but he had no friends, nobody was waiting for him, no clothes, nothing, just the clothes on his back from prison. And he had his state issued prison sweatshirt, a brown paper bag with his paperwork. He sat on a bench, and that's what I want to show you. This picture, you see the picture to your right, of a faded out picture of him in the past, and the present picture of him today. Actually, we're going to talk more about that. That's in front of the SpaceX station where he actually worked. So he decided he wanted to do something, and he said, look, I've got nothing, I'm on a bench. He just got up and decided he needed to stay sober and continue with an education, get in a formal education. He walked to a community college and applied for a admission. 7 years later, he had transformed his life. He stuck to it. He was a senior. He's now a senior, majoring in mechanical engineering, which is not an easy major, I'll let you know. And he has 2 SpaceX internships under his belt. So he's really put his knowledge to use. His wife, Athena, is earning her master's in teaching. They have 2 young children. What a change. He has earned several scholarships that made this education possible. But the old Ray, as he calls him, passed himself in the past still exist. Why? He still can't get approved for an apartment rental because of his past addictions and also arrest record. He gets turned down for jobs. And this is a common issue for post-incarcerated people. There should be a way for proving yourself that your past should not determine your future, okay? So when he went to college, he hid his past. He was embarrassed by it. But with the help of his professor, who saw his talent for math and chemistry, he got him a job tutoring other students. Before long, he was living in sober housing, volunteering for Narcotics Anonymous, working as a tutor, and applying and receiving scholarships. And he started sharing his story with people. And I just want to point out, this is the photo to the left of his SpaceX internship photo in front of the company there. Quite an accomplishment. And he helps maintain production equipment and supply gases across SpaceX campus for flight tests. Pretty important. I mean, Haug was thrilled to help build ships that actually go into space. Pretty exciting, but he also committed to making a difference on Earth. So he enjoys volunteering with Narcotics Anonymous, mentoring youth involved with criminal justice system, and he's spoken at conferences for STEM OPS, which works to include STEM learning opportunities for prisoners. What's the point, he said, of making it if I don't help the person behind you? That's key, helping each other. All I did in the past and what I'm doing now, they're not separated. I'm the same person. They're not exclusive. So when you see someone on the street holding up a sign asking for money like he used to do, you know that was me. But he wants us all to remember that change is possible. Change is possible. And he did change himself. It's a pretty exciting story. And these are the things that the Returning Youth Initiative wants to do and implement throughout this country. Please contact us at returningyouth.com. If you have a story you want to share, I'd love to have you come on board and join us every Monday and Wednesday. Thank you for your time and good day.